The biggest challenge for a writer of early reading books is to help the children learn words that can't be illustrated. When a child finds a word that he or she does not understand, she will immediately look to the illustration for a clue. And if that word is not in the illustration, that represents a challenge. So how do we get around that challenge? With repetition. The word is repeated at least 3 times in a book, a new word that's introduced. And by those words I mean talking about the service words, the words that are not nouns and verbs and can't be illustrated. And if they're repeated enough, the child can learn them in context. But there is a danger in that because repetition can become boring. It's very important that a story is a story and it doesn't read like a list of words. I will show you what I mean by that in this book, Huggles Can Juggle. Now, where did the Huggles character come from? Well, I wanted to make a character that approximated a 5-year-old, but wasn't human, that looked a bit like a teddy bear, and I put that to a wonderful illustrator, Elizabeth Fuller. I knew she could do that. Now, Elizabeth came up with this character, Huggles, and I wanted a little extra something for him. Now, if I said the word naval to you, you'd probably think of ships and the sea, wouldn't you? Because you've forgotten how interesting your tummy button was. Children are very interested in their navels. And children know about Huggles' navel because when he's happy, it's this lovely bright colour. And when he's feeling sad, it goes blue. Teachers don't notice that, but children do. So I'm telling you, look for Huggles' navel in this book, and you will see the way it changes according to his mood. Huggles is very like a 5-year-old. He likes food, he likes to try new things, and he isn't always successful in his new attempts. Here he is juggling. Huggles can juggle. Illustrations have to say something about the contents of the book, but they also have to exactly describe the title. Huggles Can Juggle. So here is Huggles with whatever he's going to juggle. Let's see. Huggles can juggle. He's taking a bow. He's ready for his performance. Now, do you see that we've already started the story and we haven't got to the text yet? This is to get the child engaged in the story with the cover and the title page before we get to the text, so that the child is already committed to the book. An orange. An apple. Can you already work out the word we're teaching in this book? It's not orange, because orange is illustrated. The reader may or may not remember that word. Apple is also illustrated, but what is the word which is not illustrated? The service word that we're trying to teach. An, the indefinite article. An umbrella, an elephant, an egg, and the story is progressing through the illustrations, and you will notice how Huggles is getting very confident, more and more confident, and his tummy button is positively glowing. He's even doing it upside down. An ice cream, an accident. Well, it all went wrong, and his tummy button has turned blue. But there is something else too in this story that you will have noticed. the beginnings of the words that illustrate what he is juggling. O, A, U, E, A, E, I, and A again, the vowel sounds. So children are learning those vowel sounds in this book.